A lot of people don't realize this. It's not about how much money you make, but how much you burn.
Champ, what is a budget?
A budget is a plan for how you use your money. For example, when rich people are given about $50 and have a budget, which means they use some of it for bills, some of it to save it, some to invest, and some for fun. And then when poor people, they don't have a budget, which means when they're given $50, they end up like this because they didn't have a plan for how to use their money.
That's good. So do you want to be rich or do you want to be poor?
Rich.
So what does that mean? What do you have to do with your money if you want to be rich?
It means I have to have a budget and I have to think of a plan before I do anything with it.
Very good, kid.
You know, I often wonder what the world would be like if we learned about our finances from a young age, maybe from school, or if our parents knew about their own finances so they can teach us. I wonder what it would be like if your child from a young age understood their finances so that by the time they start making money, they make less of the bad financial decisions that they are making. It's funny how even people who did finance at school, you'll find them struggling with their finances and you ask yourself why. I think maybe the curriculums were not designed for personal finances, but how to manage businesses, how to manage whatever departments that you're running in a company. But when it comes to personal finances, nobody is taking us through the step-by-step of how, when you finally start making your income, how then to deal with your finances. As I said earlier, it's not based on how much money you make. It's not based on how much money you have. It all boils down to how you manage your finances. Have you never heard stories of where people will get money from whatever lottery and then they say, I blew it? Have you never seen sports stars, they will make millions in months, but then one day you find that you have to donate money for their funerals. And even actors, people on TV, your influencers and all that, you have to at some point find people asking for money because there's no money for their burial. Why are you not asking yourself, what's wrong with that? But I'm not here to blame anybody. A lot of people were never taught about their finances. Most of us were not taught about our finances. But the good news is that you can start now to learn about managing your finances. You can start now. It's not only about how much you spend. Let's also talk about how much you save so that you can get yourself out of debt, so that you can start saving, start buying things for cash, where when you buy on credit, sometimes you would buy a piece of furniture, double the money. You know, you could have used the extra money because now when you buy on credit, you're charged interest, you're charged admin fees and all. So to avoid that, if you buy on cash, you save from January to December. You go and buy a piece of furniture. Some people can afford to live better lives, but they're struggling. They end up taking loans until they don't qualify for loans anymore. They go to loan shacks because they don't know how to manage their finances. And it's not their fault. We were never taught how to manage finances. So I am here to just open your eyes. I may not be able to teach you everything step by step, but I'm just here to open your eyes about how you can start then managing your finances from now on. This is for people who are interested in changing their financial situations. There are people who say, I'm fine, I don't mind being under debt and drowning. We don't think the same. But this is for a selective few who say, I would like to change my financial situation. So make sure that you stay connected so we can learn more together. We are learning together. Let's learn together.